When it comes to running a successful eBay business, there's one formula, one golden rule that I'll always work towards, and that is one sale for every 100 active listings. Now, the way you work this out is you divide your 90-day orders number by 90. So if you've got 100 sales, you divide that by 90, you have your average sales per day. So an example right there, 180 sales divided by 90, you're a 2 sale per day seller. Now the goal is to have that no matter how big your store size is. So if you're a 200 item store, you should be selling 2 items per day. If you're a 500 item store, you should be selling 5 items per day. So here's a couple of examples to really write this thing home. We've got this store here. It's got 59 active listings and only 52 orders. But if we look at the numbers, they should only be averaging 0.59 sales per day. So basically 1 sale every 2 days. And if we look at their numbers of 52 divided by 90, well, they're averaging 0.57. So they're pretty much there. They've hit the number that they're trying to get towards, albeit 0.02 out. They're only 1 sale away from being on track. The next example though isn't quite as good. We've got a store here with 161 active listings. They've only got 26 sales though. So if we look at the formula, they should be averaging 1.61 sales per day, and they're not. They're only averaging, unfortunately, 0.28. So it's a really good guide that I want you guys as sellers to be analyzing your own store. How many active listings do you currently have? What is your 90-day order total telling you? Now, if you've got a big discrepant number there where you're not selling as much like the second example, there's many things that you can be doing to get your store back into a position of health and generating really good sales. Now, what we're talking about here is ultimately sell-through rate. How quickly are your items selling? So if you're not putting in great quality items to begin with, you're going to have a really hard time trying to match up this formula of 1 sale for every 100 active listings. So there's 2 things we've got to do. We've got to work on your initial store, and we've also got to work on what you're then going to be putting into your store in the future. Now, there's a few golden rules when it comes to selling on eBay and from a sourcing front that I like to stand by. And the first one is I try to work on a high average sale price. Now, to me, that is anything over a $50 average sale price. If you're selling at $20, $30, $40 even, unfortunately, you're not going to be making too much money. You're also not going to be having too much of a desirable product. We often find that the fastest selling items are ones that are just simply worth a little bit more money. And it begins around that $50 price point, but the higher, generally the better. You get some really good turnaround, so focus on the higher average sale price. You're going to have to be promoting your listings too. This is something that I've always done. This is something when you're first starting out, I feel like you should actually be promoting at a higher percentage. We're doing a starting from scratch series with Kate right now, my girlfriend, and she's promoting at 8%. She's getting some really nice sales coming through because she's doing that little pump up of promoted listing percentage. So if you're not doing promoted listings, chances are you've got numbers that look like the second example here where you're on a 0.28 sales per day situation, and you could very quickly balance this equation out by just simply promoting your listings at a touch of a percentage more, or even just promoting your listings to begin with if you're not doing that. Now the other thing is you've probably got some really bad stock in your account right now as well. So what I like to do is I like to wipe anything that is at least $20 or less. Just get rid of it. Take it to the flea market, go garage sailing, whatever the case may be. Just get rid of your stock. You may even cop it as a loss and have to donate it altogether and lose your money on the initial investment, but count it as a lesson. You don't ultimately want those sorts of products in your eBay store because they're just going to sit there forever. They're going to be super dormant, and they're going to basically throw out all of your numbers here and not make you profitable because you're just constantly adding all of this cost of good on these items that are actually never going to go on to sell. So if you're just making these adjustments from a store maintenance perspective, tweaking what items are actually for sale, and then doing all of the fundamental basics that I always speak about on this channel, a great set of photos, a really strong title, and then pricing your items up to go on to sell with a top up of promoted listing percentage, you'll start to see the numbers balance out a little bit more. And if you can work super hard to get 1 sale for every 100 active listings, you will have a far better and far more high performing eBay store than you do currently. Now, 2 weeks ago, guys, we launched our eBay finance tracker, Flipped It, and the response has been pretty unreal, hasn't it? Yeah. We've had a promotional offer in place for the last 2 weeks, and we've always had this date in mind to end the promotional offer. So that's going to be in the next 24 hours. So if you did want to give it a go, the link is in the description, an eBay finance tracker to simplify your finances and understand what business position you're actually in. It's an incredibly important aspect. That's why we've gone ahead and built this software. So check it out. You've only got a couple of hours left, and it is the cheapest you'll be able to buy it for. It's week 7. It's week 7 starting from scratch. How do you feel?
I feel ready to get some deals.
Ready to get some deals. We're at the flea market. We missed last week, didn't we? Yeah, went away for Valentine's Day, but we are back. The gates have just opened. So let's see what we can find. Tekken 4, I'm sure.
No.
No?
That's like $7.
Oh. Okay.
Blu-rays are 2.
9 discs. How much on this one, guys?
Oh, 10.
10? No worries. Alright, we've got Murphy's Law. Season 1 to 5 for $10. It's our first one of the day. Is this your booth, is it?
Yeah. Have a look in the boot.
In the boot?
I've got all these.
Oh, yeah.
Just you tell me what you want.
Oh, you got them all?
There will be some. Like, it's just...
You haven't tested
too
anything?
many. I bought all of them from the same spot.
Right.
And I just kept the VCRs basically, besides one.
Yeah,
I
right.
haven't tested anything.
Haven't tested anything. I'd probably end up selling it for parts. Oh, what about Spooks then, mate? Why haven't you sold that? Which ones are missing?
Oh, it's like a middle season.
I'll take that though.
Okay.
Whatever you want on it.
I think I paid $5.
I'll give you 10. Oh, you got the shoes too.
Yeah. The hokers are good.
Yeah.
Those there, you probably don't want them because of that.
Yeah.
They're good though. I listed up 2 of them and they're the ones I'm just leaving here.
Yep. What do you want to do on the shoes? 2 hokers.
15.
Sure.
Yeah, is that enough?
Yeah, that's fine. So what if we do 40 for those 3? You cool with that?
Yeah.
And then I'll come back for these later.
Come back and...
Yeah, we'll talk about those later.
You want to know about that deal?
Yeah, what was that?
So it's US military
Yeah,
and
pretty heavy duty.
$25 for the 2.
Yeah.
And it's got
The inside one too.
there's
Is it branded?
US military, made in the US.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
And then it's got some other little Black Hawk parts in it.
Nice.
And I was like, I can't lose.
Military gear does pretty well, hey?
Yeah. And he's always got such good stuff.
Yeah. He's got more too.
Heaps of service in the military.
Yeah.
So can't lose with that.
No, that's pretty damn good.
Yeah. I know, it's so nice, isn't it?
All Cassius go out of the ring.
Oh, a Saints man.
An ex-Saints man.
Ex-Saints?
An ex-Saints, 77 to 80.
You can't give up on your team.
No, I can't give up on them, mate, but we're no good.
Yeah, well,
We're going to change the name of the club.
to what?
St. Novak.
St. Novak.
Yeah, because the coach, his surname's good. Then they'll be Novak and good. $30, mate.
30, go 20?
Yeah, 20.
Yeah.
Take home.
Good to see you, mate.
See you, mate. Take
See you
care.
later.
Get in with pride, son.
Thanks for the boots.
You're welcome.
Hey, mate, how are you?
Oh, good.
What have we got?
A bit of everything.
Bit of everything.
Bit of everything.
You sweep a deal?
$2-3 each.
That's
So
a win.
That's all right. Yeah.
That's a win
Pretty
when you get
happy
some good
with that.
titles.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
just anything really. Just anything I haven't got. So
That's great.
Yeah.
Unreal. It's
nice
good to meet you,
meeting you.
mate.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
good luck.
Nice to
See you
meet you.
later. Look at that.
So I started selling in January, so this is a 2-month total. It's February now.
It's a 2-month total, and he has had only 279 sales to get that. So it's like all like $200, $300, $400 items, no? It has to be.
Mostly.
Yeah, that's.
If we go in here, you can see I still sell things for $13
Why?
because I say it's free money.
It's sell-through rate.
But then I also have like if I go to like highest price,
You got $1,000 items.
800,
800.
900,
Yeah.
700,
Big offers.
750.
And what's the categories?
watches and higher end video games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's impressive, man. It's really impressive to see how much it's grown in just 2
Yeah.
months. It's starting back up.
Yeah, it's a new store, so it's started back up again. But
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Unreal, brother. We'll keep hunting. We'll find some stuff.
yeah,
We'll catch up soon.
easy.
All right, mate.
Really?
Games. I've got those there. I've got these ones here. That's about it. Yeah.
How much on the jersey, mate?
25.
20?
Yeah.
25. And what about the Sharon?
15.
15?
Yeah.
Did you go 35 on the 2?
Yeah, do that.
Let's do it. So we've got a brand new Sharon. This is genuine. Genuine Sharon footy that they play with.
Yeah.
So that'll do really well. I think you get about 50 or 60. And then this is a genuine St George Illawarra Dragons jersey, Adidas branding. It's a size medium, which isn't ideal, but it's genuine. Jerseys are really hard when you're inexperienced, I guess, because there's so many fakes out there.
Yeah.
But this one,
It's the real deal.
this one's the real deal.
It was only 25.
Yeah, I've just realised
got the wrong
that.
change.
So I don't know what to do there. Should I go back and be honest,
If you want to.
or should I just leave it? It's his mistake.
His mistake.
Oh,
Hey,
yes.
Braxy boy.
Hello, mate. Now, you'll enjoy this. I got a footy and I got a jersey. It's St George Illawarra. Picked them up for $25. Not bad, eh?
25?
That's
yes.
all of his money there.
I'll do 25.
Alright, I'll do that. I'll just have to go take it back there.
No worries.
You give me the money, don't give him the money.
All right, guys.
Oh, you have a good one, man.
Thanks. We'll see you soon. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's really good.
Oh, that's so
Big
good.
hardcover too.
Yeah, like a big one.
Yeah,
like normally they're thin.
I actually never seen that before.
No,
How much you get it for?
15.
Yeah, I'd have bought that.
And now comp's going for like 150.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. This one's a big one, guys.
Yeah.
We've got foot trot flats.
Nice.
Well played. Well, it says small, but it's quite
Yeah,
big.
maybe that's oversized.
And then there's this.
That's cool. I really like that.
Yeah. I don't know what size that is, but maybe we get that. Yeah. Would you do 15 on the set?
2 green ones.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. So it was a really decent run at the flea market. It doesn't always happen each week, but we certainly got a good one this time around. And we've actually sat down the second we got back home and we've listed up all of those items for sale. Now, we're not listing them live, we're listing them into our draft bank. And then every day we're scheduling $100 to go live. So it's now currently Thursday morning. We've been doing this for the last 4 days. Kate's been picking up a number of additional shifts with her disability support work job. So that's why the camera hasn't been rolling. But through this method of $100 worth of consistent listings every single day, Kate's still been able to go on to sell a number of really good items. So I'm going to hand it over to her and she's going to run you through what's been able to sell over the last few days.
Okay, a couple of weeks ago we found this Billy Connolly World Tour collection. We really liked it because it was an 8-disc set and the comps were looking really good for the sell-through price. So we only spent $2 on this item. It sold for $24.95, making us profit of $8.35. Next up, we found Seinfeld at the flea market. It didn't have any prices on it, so I asked the lady. She said 5. Comps were looking between 30 and 40, so I went ahead with the purchase. It sold for $34, making us a profit of $18.39 in such a quick turnaround, only 4 days. I wasn't 100% sold on these shoes. I didn't think they looked that good enough to sell, but Matt reassured me. He said, if we list these up for $80, you will be shocked. And I was. We got the sale for $80, making us $50.18 profit, only costing us $10 for these shoes. We found this Famous 5 book set by Enid Blyton in its slipcase for only $5 at the thrift store. It has gone to sale for $39.95, making us a profit of $7.75. This is because postage really hurt us here, $18. We found Hell's Kitchen at the thrift store. Now we looked and looked for the whole series set, which was 10 seasons, which can sell for up to $200. Now unfortunately we just found 6. We listed it for $70 and it sold for $70, making us $35.36 in profit. This episode we just found this Sharon footy for $10 at the flea market and it has already sold. It was an instant sale, which actually isn't the best thing because it means we could have priced it up a lot higher than what we did. So it was a $59.95 sale. It profits us $29.66.
So a total of 6 sales brings us up to 45 sales towards our attack for 100 sales over a 12-week period. So we're getting very, very close to that magical 50 sold items milestone. So we're motivated basically. We're going to go out today, we're going to do a bunch more thrifting. What we want to do is we want to get ourselves into next week worth of a draft bank. So hopefully we can find a few more items today. It's pretty scratched.
just
We could give it a go. They are a bit faded too. They look a bit worn. So we've got a tiny Timmy.
Sealed.
Yeah, that will help.
Brand new. Some of these books were going for about $30 each.
Wow.
So I'm curious to see what number 1, 10, 11, 12 and 13.
Interesting that it's a mix like that.
Yeah.
It's the All-Star
Includes
collection.
Books 10 to 13 plus 1.
And we've got a game that is good, but it's just unfortunately scratched. But we've got a disc cleaner recently, so we thought we'd give this one a go and try and recover it with the clean. No guarantees, but we'll give it a go.
It's a $3 loss.
Yeah. Two more.
2 more to add to the bundle.
Colleen Hoover.
And
Oh yeah, no brainer. Yeah.
do that.
Yeah. There you go. Check that all the discs are in there.
$4.
$4. It is handy that they're all brand new and sealed. We'd have to probably sell them all together rather than individually. And we'd probably have to sell it for $80. Postage will be about $20.
To make money.
Yeah, because you're paying basically $30. $30 and $20 is $50.
Yeah.
$80 is about $12 in fees. 62, it's like $18 profit. So you'd be spending $30 to make $18. It's a tough one. I think we might leave it. So that was good. That was $80 worth of value, and you've spent $6. Yeah, so 6 into 80. Bread and butters, but they'll do well. Now guys, if you are battling to try and find profitable items out in your thrift store, I've created a free ebook which will help you through that process. The link is in the description.
Got a sale.
Nice.
This one has been in the store for 42 days. So I'm so happy that this one has come through and we'll be shipping it out of here. It sold for $42. We actually lowered the price of this one and tweaked it a bit to make sure that we still made a bit of profit. We've made $2 profit with this sale, so we bought it for $12. We're guessing how much it's going to ship for. Yeah, it will make us $2 profit. So
Yeah.
at least it's out of here.
I'm happy to see it go because that was a week 1 purchase.
Yes.
It's been in the store the longest of any item, and finally we can say goodbye to it. So I wouldn't buy this again. I think $12 was unfortunately just a little bit too steep.
Too steep.
Postage is going to be pretty exy on it. We're thinking about $18, so just happy to see it go.
Yeah.
Harry, hey. Say hey. We've got another sale.
Harry Potter, the entire collection of paperback books, has sold for $70. We listed it for $80. We bought them individually. We were sort of sourcing them at different thrift stores along the way. Maybe like 4 to 5 weeks ago. We've just sort of added to the collection till we got a complete paperback collection. So we spent maybe $12 to $14 purchasing them. And we're going to profit hopefully about $22 from selling them for $70. Okay, another sale. Got Lethal Weapon here, which has sold for $25. So it's the four Blu-rays. They were purchased at the flea market for about $10. So 10 into 25 isn't actually a sale I would do again, but I'm happy it's another number, another add to the 100.
Only $2 in profit.
$2 profit.
Yeah, this is shipping it out with a band 5 discount. So if you were back on your old discount band, you would have lost money on that.
No profit.
Yeah, so again, we probably shouldn't have bought this at the flea market for $10. It was just a little bit too steep. Always trickier at the flea market to work out your numbers because it's live, it's happening. You got a seller there waiting to hear from an offer. We did buy it in combination with something else. I can't remember what it was.
Maybe with the clock, the cat's clock.
No, it wasn't with the cat's clock, but it was off that guy. Might have been the Mario bag with something else. So it was a combination purchase, and we attributed $10 to it, and it was just probably a little bit too much. Happy Friday, sales lady.
Happy Friday. More sales to go through today. We've got firstly Harry Potter complete DVD collection, which we purchased at the flea market for $1.50. This one, we listed it for about $25. We accepted an offer for $20, which will profit us about $9.
It's epic. Small satchel, nice and easy one with that one too, right?
Yeah. Okay, this is our
Hold
next
on a
set.
minute, Mr. Perry. What are you doing out here?
Wants to see what we've got.
What are you doing out here?
Inside.
Inside, Perry.
Inside.
Inside. Inside.
Outside.
Okay. Outside. Yeah, so we sold this for $35. $35 sale, and we've got 3 left over. So $0 in now on that, and a $5 profit with all the cost of good sitting on those. So that's actually a good sale. If you get these messages, guys, for people wanting to split up your allocation of group listings, if the numbers work out, it's worth doing. And we obviously need 100 sales, so that goes a long way to it. And now we've got another listing to put up for free. Good boy, Perry.
Okay, a book bundle, another book bundle. This one we purchased about 3 weeks ago. We bought a bunch of kids' books at the thrift store. We purchased this Holly Webb collection for $10. It's just like a bunch of kittens and puppies. We listed it for about $45, but we've since reduced the price, and we got a sale for $42, which will profit us $9.
$9?
Yeah, we'll put it in a medium satchel for this one, just because it's quite big.
Yeah, unfortunately it doesn't fit our new medium, padded mailer. These padded mailers are basically our medium satchels moving forward, but unfortunately that wasn't fitting into it.
They were just too thick.
Yeah, too thick, so we've just got ahead and looked it out over there. We're going to be putting them into a medium satchel, and it has burnt us a little bit. It actually cost us $14.20 to ship it off, which is why the profit fell down to around that $8-9 mark. But show the whiteboard off.
Yes.
Friday, last day of week 7, and there we are there. We've got 12 sales, our best sales week since we started, and we have a total of 51 sales out of 100 down there as well. So that's absolutely epic. Can we get any more, though, to end the week?
I think so. It's only 11 a.m.
It's 11 a.m. We've got plenty of time left, and we are really pushing on towards this 100 now. So we were able to get one more sale, and that was a pair of the Hoka running shoes that we picked up earlier in this episode. These were the Clifton 8s that Kate picked up for $15. We ended up selling them on a best offer for $50, and that's netted us a profit of $15. So we basically doubled our money. It's meant that we've ended up finishing week 7 with 13 sales, and now we're sitting on 52 sales towards the 100 that we need. So 48 to go, and we've got 5 weeks to go. So I think now we're definitely on track, and this has only been 49 days of activity. So in 49 days, we're now surpassing an average of 1 sale every single day with 52 under our belt. So I can only see this growing from here. I can see us averaging 1.5 sales a day to 2 sales a day pretty quickly, certainly before the end of this challenge. So we are on track, and really nice to see as well this week. Obviously Kate working a lot more, so we were filming less, but eBay was still kind of running in the background as per usual. The eBay algorithm didn't see any change, even though Kate had to work a lot more and contribute less to her eBay business this week than normal. So if we have a look at the numbers, you'll see that she's got a total order value of $3,346. So we've actually achieved the first metric that we need, $3,000 within 12 weeks. Well, we can tick that off. We've been able to surpass that in pretty much half the allocated time. Cost of goods, $861.40. In the end, when you take out all the fees and the postage, Kate's been able to net a profit of $1,078 on the items that she's had go on to sell. Now, obviously we know that that's not the full picture of things. If we look at her active listings, she spent $656 worth of stock that is yet to go on to sell. So her store size is sitting just under $3,000. So a $3,000 store with a $51 average sale price, I think that's remaining really, really healthy. And that's why we're seeing these sales start to generate for her, because they're nice, high, average sale price type items. And she's putting them in consistently every single day. So she's getting consistent sales as a result of it. If we have a look at her death pile, she's got a couple of items sitting in the death pile. There's a total of 5. So she'll list up some items today, being Saturday, and then we're back out tomorrow at the flea market for the start of week 8. She's got $178. So she's got $80 for tomorrow, and she's got $100 for today. So she's going to have to buy some items at the flea market to get tomorrow's listings ticked off. But we are pretty much exactly where we need to be on a drafting front. So that's pretty good. She's got a few there, but hopefully we can buy a few more at the flea market tomorrow. And then that brings the overall business position for her. Well, it's the best it's ever been after 7 weeks. We're now at a $436 profit total. So when you add up all of her active store value and all of her sales, her little bit that she's got in her death pile unlisted, that totals $2,909 worth of expenses. But the revenue over $3,000 at $3,300 means that she has made $436 to this point after 7 weeks of work. Now you're probably thinking, 7 weeks of doing eBay every single day for 49 days and you've only made $400 from it. I mean, inexperienced sellers would look at that and maybe think that, but I need you to look at it from a different light. You need to look at it like Kate's also been able to build up inventory worth $3,000. She could arguably run a sale tomorrow with a 50% markdown, pocket $1,500 out of that $3,000 and call it a day with a $2,000 profit result. So you've got to really remember that. She's actually still got really good active items waiting to be sold in store. It's not cost her anything because she's in a net profit result for her business. So it's much better than just the $436 that you're seeing there in profit. It is a bigger picture than that. So like I said at the start of the video, guys, this is a process of consistency. A lot of us get complacent when we're only making 2 sales in the first week, 4 sales in the second week. You still to get down in the dumps and you think you're working harder, but you are actually doing that. You're working harder and not smarter. You're not choosing the right items that you should be listing up in store. And you're also not trusting in the process, which makes sense because you've never experienced it before. But that's exactly why I'm making these starting from scratch series videos, to show you what can actually happen if you stick to a game plan. Just put your head down, just do it no matter what. After 7 weeks, she's now generating 13 sales in just a single week. If I had said, 7 weeks ago, would she be at this point now? I would have, because that's exactly what happens. When you're consistent, the algorithm's consistent, and you're going to see the sales results that you want to be seeing. It just takes a little bit of time to get there. One other thing that I want to say, we could always accelerate this journey by listing up more on a daily basis, but I don't want to stress her out. I don't want to have to commit to finding $150 to $200 a day every single day. We're working really consistently and really kind of effortlessly on $100 a day right now. So I don't want to change things. I do think we're going to get to the challenge goal of 12 weeks with 100 total sales. Just keeping it where it's at. We're just going to keep our head down for the next 5 weeks. I don't want to change the game plan, and I'm pretty excited to see 100 sales tick over before that 84-day, 12-week period's up. So hopefully you've learnt a lot out of this video, guys. Every single episode I'm trying to give you new nuggets of knowledge that if you are inexperienced and you're just trying to start out selling on eBay, these are the sorts of videos that I don't want you to just watch it. I actually want you to try and maybe even take some notes in a notepad, replay some of the sections in the video, actually try to digest some of the information that I'm giving you guys, because I think a lot of us watch it for entertainment, but we're not actually watching to learn. So yeah, take the time to go back through the video, watch certain segments, and yeah, hopefully you get some value out of it that you can implement into your business and see success with it. But big week coming up, week 8 next week. Looking forward to it. Hopefully you'll be joining us. We'll see you soon.